Hello, everybody. What is up? Welcome to Cantina Social Hour. Happy Friday. What's up, you guys? Great to be here. Very, very excited for tonight's show. What is up? I see a number of people having conversations in the chat, which I absolutely love. How's it going, you guys? Welcome to the show, Cantina Social Hour, with a focus on 6-scale talk tonight. So really stoked for that. What's going on, guys? Let's see who's joining us thus far, and then we'll talk a little bit about what we're talking about tonight, and then we'll bring in tonight's guests. All right, so let's see. We got Dodgson in the house. Always the first in the house. Dodgson, we appreciate you. Thank you for being here with us, as always. We got Adam. Adam, our resident bouncer, if you will. He's making sure things flow smoothly in the chat. They always do, but in the event there's any hiccups, any issues, I know Dodgson will be sure to fill us in. All right, let's see. We also have my friend Greg is here with us. Hey, Greg, what's up? Good to see you in here as always. We got Chad in the house. Hey, Chad, what's up? What's up to the Cantinians? Absolutely. Great to see you. We got Rick in the house. What's going on, Rick? Good to see you. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. What's up, Paul? Thank you for joining us this evening. Britt is with us. Hey, Britt, what's up? Good to see you as always. Thank you for hanging out on this Friday night. William's with us. What's up, William? Thank you for joining us tonight. Cool. Off to a good start. Allison is with us. We got Mary in the house. Mary, what's up? Good to see you, Mary, as always. Awesome. Awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, cool. I think we are going to go ahead and get started here shortly. Before we do, just wanted to do a couple of mention a couple of things. So firstly, tomorrow on the Bosk's Bounty YouTube channel, it is the Last Figure Standing live stream. If you are following Last Figure Standing, one of the two really big, the Vintage Collection community events that happens on an annual basis. As you guys know, we've been talking about it. The data has been compiled. The top 12 were announced last Sunday. And now we've been voting all this week on our top picks. They got something like close to 1,500 submissions and a lot of votes being tallied right now. The top picks from that will be filtered out and revealed tomorrow on the Box Bounty YouTube channel. So tune in for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope to see you guys there. Now, in addition to that, I've been talking about this a long time, probably, gosh, at this point, I would say maybe even years. But it's finally happening, and I can share with you a release date for this right here, the new album, Sounds of the Cantina, launching on December the 1st. December the 1st, this album has 10 tracks, all created here in the Cantina. And I'm really excited because people have been asking for a long time now, when am I going to do that? So I'm announcing it now here first. No one else has heard it. You guys are getting it first. Sounds of the Cantina dropping on December 1st. Contains 10 tracks, all of which you hear here in the Cantina on the VC YouTube channel. Some of them go back here. Some of them are newer. And there is going to be kind of a lead single, so to speak, that's going to launch in the next couple of weeks to kind of kick this off. So I'm stoked. And it'll be available anywhere you get your music. Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, all those places. So I'll keep you guys posted on the socials and during social hours. So yeah, I'm stoked for that. And all right. As far as tonight goes, we are going to talk about our focus again, 6-scale talk. Tonight we're talking about Jazz Inc. We're talking about InArt. We're talking about Hot Toys. And we're going to talk a little bit Hasbro too, because there's a couple of things worth mentioning at the very least. Yeah, and I got two fantastic guests to do that with me tonight. So we're going to go ahead and get this show on the road here. And we'll introduce this evening's guests. All right, I am excited. Here we go, here we go, here we go. So the fun begins. All right, so we have two guests this evening. And I'll go to introduce the first one. So making her very first Cantina Social Hour debut here on I was going to say Cantina Chatter Podcast. That's not what it is. Cantina Social Hour. For the very first time, you have joining us from, actually, I didn't even ask where she's joining us from, but we got Susan Damon with us. Susan, how's it going?
Hi, I'm joining you from California. I'm in the Bay Area.
Okay, so not terribly
Yeah.
far away. I'm in San Diego, so.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
not far at all. We're the same state.
Same time zone that makes it
same
easy.
time zone.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
Great. Well, welcome and thank you for being here.
Hi. Yeah, of course. Anytime. I'm so happy to finally be on because like big time fan for a while. So yeah, and like I feel like I know so many of your guests on the show that I'm like, yay, I finally get to be part of this.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you for being here with us. I really appreciate it, and thank you for the kind words. And we're also welcoming Lael, the 1/6 scale man himself, to the Cantina. He is still going live on his other show on his channel, so he's going to be running a little bit late, and that's cool. When he gets here, we'll bring him in.
We'll bring him in.
Yeah, he's a pro. He's no stranger to this show. He's been
he'll just hop right in whenever he gets done.
It'll be a super smooth transition, I'm sure. Cool. Well, Susan, this is your first time, and anytime we have someone new in the Canteen, I like to just have them introduce themselves a little bit. If you're comfortable doing that, just talk a little bit about what you collect, how long you've been collecting, that sort of thing.
Okay. Okay. Hi, I'm Susan Damon, Blue Susan. And I've collected since I guess I was a kid. Because I even collected like little action figures when I was a child. But like in terms of serious adult collecting, when I started having adult income and being able to choose my collection, that's been like 15 years now. I mostly collect statues over anything else, but I did bring out some of my hot toys behind me for my Cantina 6 scale hour. I collect by character because otherwise I would get too insane because I'm a fan of so many different things. I love Star Wars, Star Trek, Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, any type of fantasy. I'm obsessed with horror. I have almost every fandom you can think of. I'm not a gamer. That's the only one I don't cover. I'm just not a game. I just don't play video games. So yeah, I collect a lot of stuff. So that's why I had to narrow it down by character. So yeah, that's how I collect. But yes, it ranges from all over the place. So really it's just about, for me, finding that perfect piece that inhabits the character the way I see the character, how I remember the character. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I even keep a list in my phone of like who I collect to remind me, like if I'm at cons, like, oh, well, I don't actually collect them. So like maybe I have to pass on this one. So yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you for sharing that. And yeah, I mean, it really is a lifelong passion, like collecting. Like people ask me sometimes, like, you know, why? Like, why collecting?
Yeah.
Why buying these little plastic people that you put on shelves? I mean, I don't know. It's a hard question to answer because it's just like it's something like so ingrained in like I've been doing it since I was little too. And it's just like, I've never really stopped. Like I've had periods where I'm collecting less or I'm focusing more on certain lines, but then it's always there in the forefront, like, you know, of my life. So it's just,
for sure. I totally get that. Like, for example, like, you know, they just announced the new Lilo and Stitch live action movies coming out. And I was like, oh yeah, I have Lilo and Stitch stuff. So maybe there'll be new stuff for the live action movie. Like they're on my list of things I collect. So like it's all over the place what I collect, but it's never not there.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a great escape. It really is. Like, I mean, you know, I don't really talk about it at work. I don't really talk about it like in my daily life, but you know, it's nice to have that escape to come to, you know, at the end of the day when you just want to kind of unwind and immerse yourself in that environment, those collectibles.
Oh, for sure. For sure. They're like a safe space almost for like, you know, their comfort. They're nostalgia, but like in a tangible way.
Yeah, it's kind of in a way, now that I think about it, something like, when you're really little, you have like stuffed animals or teddy bears, and then, I mean, we're not necessarily cuddling with our hot toys in bed. I mean, at least I'm not. I don't know
Well,
about
I
you.
mean, I have this to cuddle, so I still have some things that are very cuddly that fit the bill for my
Nice,
collection.
nice. Yeah,
But yes,
it
no,
definitely
I
seems
don't
like.
cuddle hot toys.
Yeah, no, I don't either. I'd be too afraid to do that, but it is
Oh,
definitely like an evolution of uh of that, like
mhm,
stuffed animals and plushes and teddy bears, and just,
mhm.
but now it's like in a different form, I suppose.
Yeah, totally, totally.
Awesome. I probably should have asked you this earlier, but are you comfortable at all sharing a little bit about your professional background?
Oh, yeah, totally. I used to like I work in marketing, and I've done it for about uh I'm gonna age myself now, but like 20 years. I started out doing marketing for well, I started out working in a comic book store, and then made contacts and started working in comic book marketing, and then got a job at Sideshow Collectibles, which I assume is what most of you know me from, because I worked doing their live show and doing their marketing for a while. And now I work for a company called El Hoffer Design, which does geeky women's clothing. So I'm still in the geek realm, but a little bit different in terms of like the audience and what we do. So yes, so yeah, that's my professional background, is essentially geek marketing for like the past 2 decades.
Awesome. Well, it's
Hmm.
great that, not only is this part of your life, like at home, but you're also immersed in it on a daily basis at their work.
Yes. And it's how I've met so many amazing people. Like, I mean, that's how I knew to come up to you at San Diego Comic Con. I like knew exactly who you were. And it's because I've watched your show, and I'm like immersed in this culture that's like this whole amazing community that's like, you, and I'm here for the community at this point, because like everyone here is so kind. Like, it's one of the better geek communities, I think, personally, because everyone's so kind. I've known Lael for like ever now, because of meeting him at a convention years ago, and it's just it's so nice to just come back. It's like coming home, you know.
Yeah, definitely. I love those events, and it was great like
Hmm.
talking to you again at Comic-Con this year. Just,
Hmm.
you came to our fan meetup, which I thought was awesome. Our creator meetup. But yeah, it's great. Like, it is a great community. It's everybody has that same level of passion and excitement and hype for all of these products and these companies, and just getting to interact and talk to people and connect. Especially when it's like you're saying, people you've seen online, that you watched their shows
Hmm.
or followed on social media, and getting to have a conversation like real time. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, sweet. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah,
And
of
I
course.
guess we're going to get started with our topics here.
Sounds
So
good.
we're starting off with talking a little bit about Hasbro, because there are some things that are shipping soon. This information comes from yakface.com. And Jason at Yakface, always doing, great work. But basically, there's a lot of things that are going to be shipping. I'm going to pass the Funko Pops, because that's not really like anything that I ever focus on, and I don't think anybody here really
I
focuses on
had
it
to,
too much.
yeah.
Um, but okay, so the GameStop Black Series 3-pack. This is the episode 1 3-pack. Is going to be shipping soon, courtesy of GameStop. Of course, it was a GameStop exclusive. In addition to that, the Retro Collection set, the prequels 6-pack, is going to be shipping soon, and is in fact in stock already through DisneyStore.com. But if you ordered it through Hasbro Pulse or Amazon or one of those other retailers, it's not yet in stock. Let's see. There's also I guess that's it. Oh no, it was the E-wing. The E-wing is also about to be shipping. So if you've pre-ordered all these things like I have, you guys, you're about to get hit with an onslaught of pre-orders processing. So that's always a blast. Getting the credit card pinged for all of those processing orders, but that's how it goes. They put everything on one boat, and then it all arrives when it arrives, and then that's that. So fun,
Yep.
fun stuff. Once some of these items are in stock, like if you can get it through Entertainment Earth, I just want to remind you guys, if it is available through Entertainment Earth, you can indeed use promo code Victoria, and that'll get you 10% off and free shipping off of your order. Latest wave of vintage collection is in stock currently. And again, these Black Series items are going to be in stock soon. Retro collection in stock soon. So if you didn't pre-order, you're just waiting, use that promo code, get you 10% off. And we got to save where we can, right, Susan? With all the money we put into
I was gonna say, with everything coming up, like a ton of stuff is converting in. I mean, we're gonna get to the 6 scale as well. There's other stuff coming in for 6 scale, so yes, save where you can. And 10% at least covers the tax. So there you go.
Yep, for sure. Let's see. Looks like a few other friends are joining in. So I just want to say hello. Bender, how's it going? Good to see you. They're setting that joint on a sandcrawler because it's taking forever to get here, maybe. Modest 23, how's it going? Yep, the E-Wing is going to be arriving very soon. So that is, I don't know where I'm going to put the E-Wing, but it is coming. So I better get ready. Marco, how's it going? Good to see you. Let's see. We've got, what's up, Marco? How's it going? Cool. All right. Next up on the list here, we're going to talk briefly about this right here.
Like Lael's here.
Yeah, he is. I see him right there in the green room. So we're going to bring him in here in just a sec. Because I want to hear what he has to say about this. It's a Hasbro item, but it is something that he did buy, and I bought it, and we're patiently awaiting. Lael, what is going on?
How you doing? What is going on? Look what we got up. Look,
I know. Look at that.
How y'all doing? Awesome. I'm sorry, I'm late. Good. We just got done with Figure Flex Friday. It ran over because they had so many photos from like last week, the last couple of weeks, so we had to kind of pull them up. It's been crazy over there. So I was like, look, I'm dipping out. Y'all take care of everything else. I'm out. So yeah. But thanks for having me, man. I love being here, and you got my sister here, so glad to be here. Love you.
So glad to see you. Love you too.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? And Victoria, come on, it's the great. Yeah, come on, it's the GOAT. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And it's great to have you again, Lael, as always.
Thank you.
So yeah, you're the busiest man in show business. I think you've got all these shows going, and
I know
we get it.
I don't like it.
And you have New York Comic Con next week.
Yeah.
You have New York Comic Con next week. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll definitely be there. I'm only going to be there for Friday though. I can't stay like the whole weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going up early morning Friday, just to kind of spend the entire day and then heading back. So, yeah.
Oh. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. Too much going on. Way too much going on.
Yeah.
For real. But I love it.
Yeah, I know.
That's what's important.
It's such a good show. I'm upset. I was trying to go this year, and then I'm missing out. So I'm hoping I'm just gonna live vicariously through all y'all going.
Yeah.
Please keep up the meme wars with Miguel, because that's what I'm living for right now.
You know what? Yeah. Miguel, yeah. We every year it starts September 5th and we just don't finish. So it's I got something for him though.
Good.
Nice. Cool. Well, you guys, it has been 161 days without a HasLab Ghost update.
Come on.
161 days since the last update. We're all wondering, where is it? We paid for this up front back in 2023. And the communication from Hasbro has been almost non-existent. No updates, no behind the scenes stuff in 161 days. What I'm hearing, though, according to Steve Evans at Hasbro, he's commenting on certain people's comments on Instagram, that it's estimated late 2024. Now that's not, I mean, obviously, you know, he would know, but there isn't, if you're not following him on Instagram, you know, there's no way you would know that. I assume that a lot of people who backed the Ghost, and there was what, 21,000 or so, are not actively like on Instagram constantly looking at his replies to comments. So yeah, Hasbro dropping the ball just a little bit. We want to hear a little bit more about what's going on there.
The last time, because, you know, again, I tried to get as much scoop as I could, and the last I heard was, well, the first that I heard was there were, with the, before it even went into production, there were QC issues with the detaching, because you had the Ghost and then the detachable pod. There were issues with it, like issues with it staying in place or detaching how it's supposed to. So then I guess they corrected that. I don't know what's going on now. Like again, it's not too much. I don't know. It can't be. I mean, come on, it's HasLab. They've been doing this for a while, so it can't be like issues with licensing or anything like that. You know, I just think it's, you know, it's a level of perfection, and I think it's like the intricacies of pieces that they have involved with the craft itself. And it is a popular ship. You know, everybody wants it. So I don't know. Like, I really don't know what's going on. So what I do is, especially when things are delayed, I just kind of put it out of my head. I'm like, you know what? Once you're ready, you're ready. As long as it's right. You know what I mean? I don't want to rush perfection. So as long as I get it right, I'm fine. But you're right, though. It could be like a level of transparency. Some more transparency would mean a lot. It goes a long way. So I'm waiting on.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I don't mind waiting as long as it takes to get a perfect product that has no QC issues, that looks amazing, that is going to live up to the HasLab title, and that is going to be worth, you know, what we paid for it. So
definitely.
But I would still like to see a little more transparency from Hasbro in regards to, you know, I mean, I'm putting this in the context of other HasLabs they've done, the Sail Barge, the Razor Crest. You know, we had pretty regular updates with those. They would post stuff on social media and say, hey, here's a behind the scenes look at, you know, the packaging, which they did that for the Ghost. That's the last update we got. Look at this photo shoot we're doing, or, you know, look at this model. This is the final model. You know, here's this paint detail added. Here's some sculpted details on the inside that you haven't seen yet. You know, just little things like that would be pretty cool to see.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I'm hoping that I'm hoping that they at least give us like a little bit more of a heads up, even before the end of the year. You know what I mean? Like, because if they're saying like it's going to be later 2024, then that means it's probably going to be Q1 or Q2 of 2025. Because you know, when they say it, they're going to push it. I'm still, listen, I mean, you're talking to somebody who's basically still waiting on his InArt all-in Batman set. So patience is a virtue for me right now.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. And like I told you last time, Leah, like I still don't know where I'm going to put it. Like I don't have anywhere lined up. I have a place where I think I'm going to put it, but it you know, I don't like to sit with an empty shelf, just kind of like waiting. So I probably
you'll
should
find
do
the
that,
space.
And that's the thing. Like, so what I did, and I have a space for it in a garage shelf, because you know those garage shelves are popular. So I've made a space for that, like right above like the Batmobile. I just keep that space open because I'm like, it's there. I know what I want to do with it. I built like a little sand dioramas display for it. I'm like, I just want to have it there. But again, it's just going to take a while. So we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll
definitely.
see.
Yeah. Susan, have you backed any HasLabs, or is that, are you sticking just to 1/6 scale these days?
I stick to 1/6 scale in statues, so I haven't backed any HasLabs. My boyfriend does though, so we have them in the house, just not it's not me. We also, when living with another collector, one of the beauties is that you get to split the bill, so to speak. So like you can decide who takes on which kind of collectibles. Like it's like, are you
Yeah.
going to get this? Are you going to get that? And so that's kind of, it's nice for me anyway, because it also saves us a little bit of money on each side. Not really though, because it's joint money. So
Yeah.
like we're still spending it. It's just who's spending it.
It's like you almost have to though, right?
Yeah. But like he's the Hasbro collector. So he's like, you know, Marvel Legends and the like that side is him.
Yeah.
Because toy photography, you know, that's like, it's perfect for that.
Right scale for it. I mean, you know, all of those. Yeah, there's so much you can do with it. That's mainly what I want it for, because I'm like, yo, is there so much you can do with it, and so many different angles, so many pictures you can take for it. I love it.
Yep.
But
our living room's like constantly a toy photography like photo setup lab, which is fine with me. Like I don't care, but like it's just there's always a setup because there's always an idea.
Does he complain? So it's the photography part is always the cool. It's the cool part. It's the setup that I hate. When you have to set up the camera, when you have to set up the lights, when you have to create this space for it. I love the photography portion of it, but I just hate always having to get. I hate it.
So he hates the cleanup because like the setup to him, I think, is like the creation, like watching the space, like that was the coffee table now has become like Dr. Strange's lab. Like it becomes something new,
different,
and then all of a sudden it's like this whole environment that he's added figures to, but then like the cleanup has to happen, and that's the part that he's like, maybe that happens tomorrow.
It's definitely, I mean, it's the because sometimes what happens is I'll do photography and I'll leave it up for a few days. I'm like, you know, I'm not taking it down like right now. It's just too much. And I'll just
sometimes he does that because he'll have like an idea for the next shot that might take place in the same environment. Like when he was doing, like he does anime stuff a lot too. So it was like Delicious in Dungeon that also worked in a dungeon setup, also worked for like another setup. So then he just kept it up for a while.
See, I had the, when I had to do, because I did the InArt, I mean, not the InArt, the Jazz Inc Batmobile. So I had to do like just like a review, some photography and stuff like that for it, right? So I had it up. I had like the black backdrop up and everything for it. I was like, you know, I'm just going to do it the right way. So I'm doing it. Toya walks downstairs and she looks at it. She's looking at the display.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's like, look, this is my space down here, but then she also has to get past to find different things to get stuff like that. So I had it up. She didn't say anything. As soon as I took it down and she noticed, she was quiet the entire time. A few days go past and I take it down. I'm upstairs. I can hear her go, "Thank God, it's about time."
I love her. She's the best. Well, he also has to clean up because we have cats. So like the cats, if he doesn't clean up, he might lose the dungeon to the cats. Like, and then it becomes like he has to get a new piece because the cat sat on it. And
that's it. So I don't know, but long story short, Victoria, I guess it's one of those things where like when we hear about it, it. And what we find with like most companies, even with HasLab, like I noticed when they're coming up with when they're about to release, or they have like different prototypes, different ideas, they're already thinking about the next idea. We're seeing what they already had in development that was already ready to go, but they're already in the next phase. You know, even when they get to the Cantina, they're thinking about something else after that. You know what I mean? So, and they're always in the tough part about that is the level of transparency, because then they're asking people for ideas, or what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And it's so many ideas that are kind of floating out there. So they're kind of weeding through the woods, trying to figure out which, you know, would be a little bit more tangible. So I can only imagine, like, they're not as bad as some companies that I know, But this is when you got something good when people want it. So just gotta wait to see.
Yep, absolutely. Definitely. Let's see. A couple of people in the chat saying, "What if it came out on Halloween?" I mean, that'd be pretty cool.
I mean, the ghost on Halloween
makes sense.
Uh-huh.
It makes sense. That's like a good marketing strategy. Why not?
I know, right?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not in a hurry. I have my own ghost, so it's I drive around in that while I wait for the actual ghost to come.
So Victoria, let me ask you a question though. What are we gonna do? This is the tough part, because I was thinking about this the other day, because everybody's waiting for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, and if you saw the trailer, or if you saw the teasers, not a trailer, but there was teasers, there's going to be another Razor Crest. So do you think that HasLab would take advantage of that? Because the thing is, we know that if there's another, it's not going to look the same. There's going to be some slight modifications, maybe colors, something's going to be different about it. So they're going to definitely take the advantage and do something else. You know what I mean? So could you imagine that again?
It's interesting because the last one was a HasLab, right? And they've never re-released a HasLab, but like you're saying, this is, it could have different colors, it could have different features.
Yeah.
I mean, do they make an exception here and say, hey, this isn't this big movie that's out right now. We have the tooling, this exists. Do we go ahead and put this out again? And, it's not a HasLab anymore. Maybe it's not quite as detailed, and maybe some of the features are dumbed down a little bit, but, that would be very interesting to see, what route they go with that.
And as long as it doesn't get destroyed, then they'll be fine. They'll be fine. But I was just thinking about that. Like, it's so much that they want to do. I was even talking to a few people that said they had leaked a few ideas. I didn't find it, but they had leaked a few ideas in a short Instagram post. It was like this one of their whatever, and they leaked an idea and they were asking people about it. I was like, well, who knows? So
yeah, they do that. So I wouldn't be surprised. I didn't see it either, but it does track.
Yeah.
I mean, I get the exclusivity of something like that, but I mean, personally, I'm if they re-released it, I wouldn't necessarily mind. Other people get a chance to get it, but I do understand. There's a lot of people that appreciate the exclusivity of something being like limited run. This, if you get it, you're in the club. If you don't, then unfortunately, you got to go to eBay to get it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Man, I see it both ways, having worked at companies that do collectibles. Like, I understand, like, from the collector point of view, being a collector and wanting the exclusive thing that nobody else has. But then from the company point of view, being like, yeah, but we can make more money.
Y'all can make more money from it. We're seeing, we're like, what are we seeing with Hot Toys now? Anything that we thought was exclusive before, if they can release it, and they're doing it as a 2.0, now
you can get it.
I mean, you can get it, and it's more. That's why, I tell people to divorce yourself from this whole perception of exclusivity, because it's not. It's especially in the realm of Hot Toys, it's non-existing now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Sure.
Whenever they're figuring out ways to perfect, things that we've had before. They're doing re-releases. You see that now with the Terminator. You see that with the Predator figures. You're seeing that with this, everything that they're doing or they did in the past, they're just retooling and re-releasing. So it's kind of hard to.
Hey, you got to be honest, because of the up in the technology and the games. Sometimes the re-releases are better.
Yeah, it's better, because I see the argument for exclusivity, but then I also see, because there's people out there that may not have had a chance to get it before and they want it now. So you know what I mean? Like, so there's an argument to be made on both sides.
And for the new people who have just started collecting, there's the argument for that too.
Yep. So it's tough. It's very tough.
It is. A couple of comments about this in the chat. Pico B1 says, I think it would be fine as a Pulse exclusive.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean that would make sense. Howard says, I wonder if the supposed Razor Crest appearance in that leaked teaser is actually a flashback scene.
Oh, interesting.
That's a good question. But again, because someone had said that it wasn't him actually flying it, though.
It was. I remember. Okay, so I'm in so many Star Wars groups on Facebook, and I remember one image being leaked in like a Mandalorian group, and I'm in, and it wasn't him flying the Razor Crest in that, which is why I thought it wasn't real.
Yeah.
But now that this is getting brought up in this context, I'm like, okay, maybe that was really real.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it wasn't him. It was another. It was like an alien, I think.
It was from Rebels. What was his name?
Zeb.
Zeb.
Yeah,
It was Zeb that was flying.
Yeah, it's Zeb.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, or maybe it's a different version, because we know it's a freighter. It's known, basically. So maybe it was Zeb who got his hands on it, and it just so happens that he has to transport, which I'm wondering now, because if they reintroduce, the Razor Crest, does that mean the N1 is going to get blown up? The modified N1, is he going to lose another ship?
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe he bought it from Zeb. That's who he got it from originally.
Right? Possibly. Possibly. We'll see.
But yeah, no, I mean, I love the N1. I mean, I like both of them, honestly.
Yeah.
I
love the modified M1 because it was such an ingenious idea.
Yeah.
I love that ship. So, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's hard to remember that, like, whenever you see the Millennium Falcon or an X-Wing, or the X-Wing is not so hard, but the Razor Crest, it's kind of like, it's like a Mustang, right? There's a bunch of them out there, you know? We're only focused on one for this particular story.
Yeah.
Britt says she would be low-key hurt if Mando gets a new Razor Crest, because it feels like he's cheating on the end.
Yeah, right. It does. That's what
I totally get that, because like when you have your first car, and then you have to get a new one eventually. You have to get a new one, but you always feel like you're cheating on you're like, oh, I'm betraying that original car that I got, even if it was like mine was a piece of junk. But I still felt like I was cheating on it.
What if though he gets the N1, but Grogu inherits? I mean, he gets the Razor Crest, but Grogu inherits the N1.
That's okay. It's like when you give your kid your old car.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have to ride it right now. R5 was the one who was piloting it the entire time, so why not?
It's true.
Good.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds. Why not?
Best of both worlds for sure. He can just get a big garage and put both of them in there, and
he got it. That's what I'm saying. Like, he has that plot of land. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he can leave one and take the other. There you go. You living the life.
Living the life. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and switch gears here, because this is fairly new. And Leah, I know you were talking about this the other day. I haven't talked about it yet, but since the both of you are here, we can talk a little bit about this here, because this is pretty cool.
Yeah. This is coming home.
Yes, it is.
It's coming home.
That's so cool.
This is honestly, this was. And even before, because I knew it was coming, and we knew they were going in production on it.
Yeah.
But this was my most anticipated.
Yeah.
Out of that line, this was definitely the most anticipated. And to see how it looks and how it came out, I was like, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was really excited about him. I mean, Aragorn was my most anticipated. He's at home now. But Legolas would be like my second tier.
Yeah.
And oh my God, I'm so glad InArt is doing Lord of the Rings. This is fantastic. I love this figure so much. It's so good. So good.
Now, here's the thing is like, because I know there were a few people who, there were a few people that were meeting it with trepidation, because there was a couple people that didn't, or they said that the Aragorn didn't sit well with them. And I was like, well, I liked it. I thought it looked
I
good.
liked it too. I think
Yeah.
he's real pretty.
I didn't think it was a problem. I thought it was really decent, but people are just hoping that this is not, once it goes into a production stage, that it's not a downgrade. I'm like, I don't think it will. I think they're going to put their all into it. And plus they hear us. They hear everybody
Yeah.
out there. So this looks good. And here's the only thing that I was worried about was whether or not,
that angle.
yeah, I was worried that they were going to have 2 SKUs for this. And that, because remember, there was a deluxe, like without the I was hoping that I was like, please don't give us a separate. We have to get that cape or the cloak.
Yeah.
Separately.
Oh yeah.
Don't
he
do
needs
that.
he needs the elven cloak.
Yeah, he
for
needs
sure.
the elven cloak. So I was glad to see that it's definitely included with it. So yeah, I was like, yeah, this is a no-brainer. I definitely want it.
And I saw people like critiquing the portrait on this guy, and I was like, look, I think it's great. So I mean, I understand, like, the only thing that I think a little bit is that I think a little bit, just they're splitting the difference between him in Lord of the Rings and him in The Hobbit. And this is marketed as him in Lord of the Rings, so he should look a little bit younger. I get it. Yeah. But I feel like what they have done here is they're making like an all-inclusive Legolas, essentially, because he does, he's in The Hobbit as well, and he was like a decade older when he played him in The Hobbit. Even though The Hobbit happens first, but whatever. But I do feel like the portrait is splitting the difference between the two of them, and I don't mind. But I understand the critique. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like, it's because you can tell, and I was thinking about that because they actually showed. I was watching all 3 of them today, as a matter of fact, while I was working. The Hobbit, that is, and you can you can see how aged he was.
Yeah,
you can see it. Like
you can see it.
Like I was like, damn, he was supposed to be younger in this one, but
I know he's supposed to be 50 years younger.
Yeah, right. And he looks
so not a little bit
older.
younger, 50 years younger.
Yeah, like you can see it. It's like, wow, like there's a major difference. I was like, yo, where was the de-aging technology back then? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I know, for real. I was like, you guys took like how many years off Mark Hamill? Like, so you could clearly have done it here, but like, whatever.
Yeah, still, it's like, I guess we're supposed to suspend disbelief. So definitely, I don't care. I'm getting this.
I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. It's fine.
It's an amazing piece.
Maybe they'll hear, because I know there was a little bit of there were quite a few comments about the portrait of him looking a little too old. I was like, maybe they'll de-age him a little bit to match Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
But if they don't, I don't care.
Yeah. This come on, man. All in all, I hope they give us, because come on, give us Gimli, man. Just give us Gimli.
They have to now.
They have to.
They have to.
At least.
They have to.
Come on, man. Like, make it happen. Like, this line is just going off.
They're forever besties.
And you know what I was trying to do today? So, but I was like, I can't post on their Facebook page because they don't have a section. At least I couldn't see it. So what I did was I put a collage together of all the females I was like, look, can you at least think about this? Because I want them all. I want them all. I want an Erwin. I want a Galadriel. Come on.
God. I would kill for a Galadriel. I would kill Galadriel, Arwen.
Arwen.
For that.
Awesome. Come on, man. I want them. I want them all.
Oh my God. Eowyn,
yes.
Oh my God.
I had a whole thing ready to put up on their page, but I was like, damn, I can't post it. So
but if you do an Eowyn, you have to do an Eomer.
Yeah, you do.
I need my Carl Urban fix.
You definitely have to. You definitely have to. I hope they go on this line, because it's shaping up to look really, really good. So it definitely is. Look at that.
Yeah, so cool.
So good. So good.
And especially because at first I wasn't planning on. Now this is crazy, because I wasn't planning on getting a Nazgul. I wasn't. I was like, I'm not gonna do it. But then I saw this, and then things just start floating around in my head, and I'm like, maybe I have to. Like, maybe I really might have to, because it looks that good. This looks good. I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. I don't know. I feel like they really nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at Charlie the Unicorn.
It's like, hi, Papa.
He said, Leo, got him. They did.
Charlie the Unicorn.
got
Oh my
me.
God.
They got me. They definitely
I love
got
that deep cut internet right there, Charlie the Unicorn. That was like, I annoyed so many people with that video when I was younger. I was like, you gotta watch Charlie the Unicorn. It's so fucking funny. Excuse my language. Like, it was so funny.
Yeah. Yeah. But nah,
Oh man, that's yeah, it's taking it back a while. Good times.
Yeah, I was like, that's a deep cut. Now it's a deep cut. When I was younger, it was like really popular. Like, now it's a deep cut.
It's a deep cut. Victoria, you getting this?
Oh, I mean, I'm. Before I saw it, I might have said no, but I'm very much tempted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. It's the one that really shook me. I was like, yo, it really turned out good. Like, it really turned out good. And I was like, yeah, I can't. Just in case, I was like, I can't pass up on it. It looks too good. Gotta have it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm. It definitely looks good.
Just the tailoring, just everything about it is just like.
Everything about it is amazing.
Oh, they even have his like Council of Elrond cloak.
Yep.
That's fantastic. Look at that. Look at that sleek elven prince.
Yep. That looks amazing. Come on, man. Victoria, you got to do it.
Peer pressure.
You have to.
You got to do it. Like, plus Victoria, like, y'all both have so much in common. The locks, come on.
Yeah, I was gonna say you look like a woodland elf.
Exactly.
Therefore, you should have a woodland elf.
Exactly. There you go. Come on, Victoria.
I mean, it's just fate, right? Maybe I just need to take the plunge here.
Go ahead, do it. Just this once.
Just this once. That's what I say every time.
Oh yeah, just this one.
Just this once. Just once.
Oh boy. But yeah, no, gorgeous. And somebody mentioned earlier it was $90. I think it was Adam, but no, that's the pre-order deposit.
That's the pre-order.
That's the deposit. Yeah.
Just the deposit.
I wish it was $90.
If it was $90, I'd get 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. And I would take one to work.
Right? Nah, it's a beautiful piece. Definitely a beautiful piece.
Yeah, good stuff.
Coming home. There's so much you could do with that figure photography wise. Oh my God. Come on, let's go.
I noticed they're the Michael Jackson sold out and like pre-sold out.
It, you know what though? I didn't get it.
I didn't either.
Because it wasn't the one that I wanted. I was like,
okay, that's exactly why I didn't get it.
It wasn't the one. Look, when I talked to John, I was like, because he hadn't said anything at that time. He didn't say specifically which one it was going to be, and nobody knew. And I was always throwing those hints. I was like, John, listen, either Billie Jean, Thriller. I said, you can give me Thriller, the leather jacket, and the college boy jacket. You can do that. I said, I'd even take Captain EO. I said, but or even Smooth Criminal. I was like, but this version was the one I liked the least. I was like, I just didn't want this version.
Yeah,
but
I want Billie Jean. Like, hands down, want Billie Jean. Like, that's who I like. If I'm getting a Michael Jackson, it's Billie Jean.
It would be Billie, because the thing is, could you imagine how he could capitalize on that, especially with the base? If you were to do an LED light up base.
Oh my gosh.
Like, come on. You could just have the figure standing there and just have the lights. Yeah.
Oh my
Victoria,
God.
you're thinking about it right now, aren't you, Victoria? I see you. See? I'm telling you. That's the one I wanted.
And then you play your own music and have him move around on the bass.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Like,
Have him look in a window.
That's the same reason I didn't get him, because like I want a Michael Jackson figure for sure, but I need it to be. I would take Thriller, I would take Smooth Criminal, but I needed it to be
Billie Jean.
Billie Jean. I really need it to be Billie Jean.
I mean, sleeves up, Tide. Come on, man.
You need it. I need it.
Come on, man. Even if he get, they could do that. They can do it with the base, the light up base, and if they wanted to do a deluxe, you can have the bed with the curtain that goes around it, so you can. Come on, that would be crazy.
Oh my god,
that would be crazy. John, I hope you're listening.
John,
I hope you're listening. Throw it at him. Let's throw it at him. Let's go.
Please.
That would be amazing. I'm telling you.
I would love it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I would die.
I'd go nuts.
I would go nuts. You'd see like a wave though across like the collector community if they did Billie Jean specifically, because like how many people do the three of us know personally that would just go bonkers crazy across their social if that piece dropped?
It would break the internet. It would
literally break the internet.
It would break the internet.
It would go people would go insane. Like I can think of like just I can think of like anybody who we've ever been on shows with would go nuts over that.
Yeah, any and everybody would, because number one, you're giving us a LED light up base. You're giving us a classic run that was like one of his first, the first on MTV, one of his first videos. You know what I mean? And it was amazing, something that you had never seen before at that time. You know what I mean? So everybody would run for that piece. Because a lot of people, I remember when they put this one up for pre-order and they were talking about it, if you looked under the post, people were talking about, I would love to have Billie Jean. I would love to have Thriller. You know what I mean? Things that they were, it made perfectly good sense. But
yeah, even at the event at Comic-Con, people were still talking about the same thing. Because I was at the InArt event at Comic-Con where they had it in there too. And people were talking about the same exact thing where they were just like, this is such a gorgeous piece. And I was like, yeah, I just wish it was Billie Jean. And people were like, what? Yeah.
Yep. That Billie Jean would have been, I'm telling you. I mean, look, this one has its place, and we know that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. This is a gorgeous Michael. This is a wonderful Michael. It's sold out. Perfect. It should sell out. Exactly. It's wonderful.
It should. And it does have its place. It was a staple in time. But Billie Jean, man, I'm telling you. Crazy.
Should probably have a picture up while we're talking about it. But,
look at that. It looks, and the thing is, it looks amazing. Like the piece looks good. It looks really, really, really good. So I love it.
I love it so much. It's just not. It's not the one I would have picked.
I know, man, but
it's. I mean, I love it.
The detail.
And it should be sold out. It's fantastic. It should be sold out.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's sold out because it's wonderful.
And
hopefully because it's sold out, they will make another one.
Exactly. Because it's sold out, it draws that attention and it makes them look, okay, if we can do this, let's be the first to go back. And because remember, like, I think, what was it? Sideshow or no, Hot Toys had
was Hot Toys. Yeah. I mean, Hot Toys did it. Yeah, for sure.
They did the Thriller, right?
And
they did Beat It, didn't they? They did Thriller and Beat It, I think.
They did at least two.
Yeah.
I think, did they do the bad one as well?
They did.
Yes, you're right.
They did. They most certainly did. But nobody has ever done Billie Jean.
They had,
Yeah.
But we need Billie Jean. Billie Jean is what we're missing. That's awesome. That base is so cool.
Look at the stage. Look at that stage. Look at the base. The base is phenomenal. But just imagine if there was Billie Jean.
It's like little.
Yeah. I swear. Listen, I would rig my display. If they did that, I would rig the display when I turn on the switch. The song would come on, and that's all you would see in display. That's it. That's all you would see. Come on, man. Need that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm too big of a fan, so I picked him up.
You got
I mean, I agree with Susan. Like, if just the fact that it did sell out, I think bodes well for any future versions they might want to do. I'd like to see a Smooth Criminal version, and like if they somehow work the bass so that you can have him do the lean.
Have him lean. You could. You could definitely do that. I mean, look how innovative they were with the BVS Superman.
Yeah,
with the clear post that you can actually just slide in the back. So I'm pretty sure what you can do is if they slid something up the pants leg on the left side,
Mhm.
so you can
Mhm.
see him move. So then it doesn't. Yeah, that would be incredible.
That would
Could
be
something like
great.
that. Yeah.
I love that.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely. It's a beautiful. It's definitely a beautiful
It's great.
piece. I just had to make a conscious decision. I was like, if it's not the one, I was like, nah.
That's like what all my collecting is right now, where if it's not the one,
Yeah.
I can't right now.
If it's not that one, it has to be
Mhm.
that one. That
Has to be the
one
one.
figure. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I hope they continue this with other characters as well. Like if they did like Elvis Presley, or if they did like Marilyn Monroe, like InArt specifically, like not like the 3.0 versions of these that exist. Like InArt, like I would be set, I think, for the rest of my life if they did those.
Oh my god, that would be incredible.
Yeah, that would be phenomenal. That would be. I would want literally. It's crazy to say this, but because I'm such a fan and people don't understand how much of a fan I am, I just want somebody, if it's InArt or whoever, please fulfill my dream and give me a Pat Benatar, please. Somebody give me a Pat Benatar.
Are you serious?
My God, you don't understand. You don't understand. So
I
bad.
own like so many Pat Benatar like original pressing records.
My God, me too.
I freaking love Pat Benatar.
Love Pat Benatar.
How have we never like this has never gotten brought up ever in our
I don't know. But I
love
was
Pat Benatar.
An age-old Pat Benatar fan.
Oh
and
my
I'm
God.
like, somebody has to release that figure. Come on, man. Please. Just do me a solid.
You know what my secret weird dream figure that I've never said on another show is, but now Victoria's getting some weird exclusive for me. Never said this on any other show that I've ever done. I would kill for a Cyndi Lauper and Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Me too. I'm telling you, like, give us
for it.
All the classics.
Oh my God.
The classics.
Specifically in Girls Just Want to Have Fun, I need her and I want her to have like a little phone so she can call her dad. Like, I just need that figure.
Give us
so much.
Look, they would need to, because she was such a colorful person. You know, a colorful individual back in the 80s, and it was high representation. I was like, why not? It would make so much sense. But you know what? I was just thinking about this too. If they gave us Mike, they should give us Rhythm Nation Janet Jackson.
What?
Yeah.
If they gave us Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation,
I have goosebumps.
That would be incredible.
Cry.
That would be incredible. If they gave us a Janet Jackson,
gonna cry.
That would be phenomenal. The Rhythm Nation version, let's go.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That would be so freaking cool.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm literally crying. That's so
cool.
Like eyes just started tearing up. Like that would be, I need that figure.
A Rhythm Nation
so
piece.
much.
Because
Rhythm
you can
Nation,
even
Janet
pose
Jackson.
it up next to this. This would be I'm telling you, a Rhythm Nation Janet Jackson would be phenomenal.
Oh my God.
It would tell you. Oh, peak. What peak? OB1. Yes. I'm talking Battlefield. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Give us Battlefield.
Yeah, no, Battlefield.
Give us Battlefield. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Battlefield.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. That'd be cool. And Greg says that he'd like a Prince figure. That'd be pretty cool too.
Oh yeah.
Prince is like an obvious, like I feel like Prince has a very obvious market that we need obviously a Prince figure.
And see, because So Toys did it, and it looked good. Don't get me wrong, but the likeness just wasn't all the way there. It was still good as a placement, but the likeness was not there. If InArt did it, I know they would kill it.
Oh my God.
I know they would actually kill it. But y'all better give us the 6-scale bike too. Stop playing.
Yeah.
Stop playing. And give us a diorama with the
we need the whole diorama. We need to make the whole Purple Rain.
Yep.
It's gotta happen.
There's some doves. We need all that. Yep.
Yeah, we need doves.
We need doves. We gotta have some doves.
We need
I gotta
doves.
have in the background. Give me some doves. Post them around somewhere. I need all of it. Let's
we
go.
need the float from Batman 1989.
Yeah. Oh my.
So we can come out on the float with all of our 1989 stuff. Come on.
Yeah.
That would be epic.
That would be insane. That would be insane, yo.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
That would, could you imagine?
But wouldn't that be like the most insane like debut Prince figure? Like we're not gonna do Purple Rain. We're not gonna do When Doves Cry. We're gonna do specifically, since we have the Batman 1989 license, we're gonna do Prince in Batman 1989 6-scale float.
With the
It'd be perfect. Then it could go next to your Batmobile, Leo.
yeah, right.
Totally good.
Yo, I would lose my mind if they did something like that. Like literally, that would be the funniest thing in the world.
And people would be like, "What? I just wanted a Prince figure," and we'd all be like, "No, this is exactly what we want."
Because it'd be
Take
one of
my
those
money.
things like you didn't know you actually need it until you seen it. Like, yo, I definitely need that. And it just to see it just float past.
Yeah, just
let's go. Why
it would
not?
be amazing.
That would be incredible.
Someone get on that
We're not
now.
charging for these ideas, but I just got to say, we're not charging for these ideas. We're giving them out.
We're giving them out for free.
Guys, we're
just
not
telling
even
you to
charging
do
a
it.
finder's fee. Just take all of
No.
our ideas and run with them.
Let's go. This is my saying, what Mary Sullivan, can you imagine a 1/6 scale float? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I could. Definitely could. Yep. Let's go. Make this happen. Just floating past. Like,
Can you imagine? Like they have to have like someone has to release a video of it, like doing the whole like
because you can imagine somebody just watching it be like, yo, what the hell? But
what is
I
this?
actually want that.
Yeah. Oh my
You know what?
god.
Victoria, you know who it? Bob Dylan.
Mm.
Right off the bat, Bob Dylan would get it. He would just because.
Oh
Just
my god.
because.
He
would.
totally would. I know that guy too. He would.
He
He
would.
totally would. I love
Damn.
that guy so much.
I can't unsee the float now. Like,
This is the gifts I give. You ask me to be on the stream, I just keep giving gifts.
yo,
We'll take them.
I'm thinking, because I was about to ask you, are you talking about like the prints that we got from the video? You would no, the float. It's just the float.
Absolutely.
Oh, just the float. Just the float. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Just the float.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It is. And then, once all our ideas are dried up and they've done everything, then we can get into like 1/6 scale, man. You could get things in 1/6 scale. Maybe me. I don't know.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
No, you know who I actually want? I want 1/6 scale Jason work more or less. I want a 1/6 scale version of him so bad. And
Wow. Mind y'all, look, everybody out there, we aren't smoking anything. Right
yeah,
now.
we're all
We're completely sane.
As far as we know.
As far
as we know. We do
I didn't
all
ask
collect
that.
toys.
Wow. You know what? Now I'll mess with you now because I'm gonna put the float up on you.
Good. Put the float up. Yes, do it. Do it. I want this float idea to spread across the community.
Wow. Wow.
I'm gonna have to tell Jason to catch this episode.
Yeah, you
Watch
should tell Jason to
watch the
catch this episode. Jason,
Wow.
watch the episode. These are the things we want the most.
Wow.
A 6 scale float and you.
Wow.
He can come with like a camera and you come with some
He needs to come
figures.
with and he needs to come with like accessories that he hands out to other 6 scale figures.
Yeah, lanyards.
Yo. Victoria's like, yo, where are we going?
She's like, what happened to my
What
show?
happened? She's like, what happened? What's going on?
She's like, this is the first time I've had Susan on. I had no idea what kind of chaos she brings to the show.
Oh my God.
I'm all here for it.
I should have warned you before.
Yeah,
be prepared.
Yeah, I'm chaotic. I can't be controlled.
I needed that laugh though. I needed that.
Good, I'm glad.
I was seriously about to ask you. I was like, wait a minute. Are you talking about Prince? Like just the split? Remember they did like one side was the Joker? No, the float.
No, the float.
The float.
We can do the other one also, but let's start with the float.
Wow. Okay. Oh man. Wow.
You know, it would be a big seller too. I think 1/6 scale brother cousins.
That probably would too.
Yeah.
Probably would too. But with Jay, because we always make fun of him. With Jay, it would have to be Jay in his shirt. It would have to have I can think of so many accessories with Jay. Like so many. I could.
If we did Lale, if we did you, we'd have to do a Miguel and you'd have to have swappable heads.
Yo. You would have to do us both.
You'd have to do both
me
of you
and Miguel.
And you'd have to have like swappable heads, and also you like the exclusive would be like memeing capability.
Yep, different meme photos.
Different like meme photos
like
that
the
you
little
could put.
Meme photos.
Yeah.
Wow. Seriously. Yo, did you guys see the 1/6 scale? Somebody did a head sculpt of Howard Chan.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
did you see that?
That's great.
Yeah, somebody actually did. Yeah, did you see? Yeah, there's a custom Howard Chan. Bob Dylan has it.
Oh, wow.
Bob Dylan has it. It's a custom Howard Chan. And at first, I was like, well, maybe he got one for just himself. No. They're selling these. Like you can get a 1/6 scale. Yeah, it's crazy. That's insane. That is insane. So come on, man. They should. You know what?
They could do it.
Hot Toys, InArt, any company out there, you owe us a solid though because we promote your stuff. So everybody that promotes your stuff, you at least could give us a head sculpt. That's it. That's it. That's all we want. Let's go, man. For real. Do that.
I mean, like Todd McFarlane made a figure of himself. So
yes,
I mean,
he did.
Yeah, he did. Come on, why not? Do it. Makes sense.
Makes really good sense. Too good.
The float, you can't get it out your head downstairs.
Sorry.
I can't stop thinking about it. I'm gonna dream about it now.
And you can't help but think about it and hear Party Man in your head.
Maybe it plays it. Maybe it has a sound feature. I don't know. I'm not in development. So maybe that's what it does.
It has a wind-up feature in the back. You just crank it like the Jack in the Box.
Yo. Victoria, I bet you any money this is going to be one of your most viewed live streams because people will go back and watch it constantly. They're going to clip this segment. They're going to clip it. Yeah.
Amazing.
Damn.
All right.
All right.
You had an agenda for us to talk about, and I hijacked it. I'm
cool.
It's all good. Last week we went like on a 1 hour like Disney parks like tangent. So
amazing.
So this is good.
Damn. All right, I'm cool.
Yes, deep breath. Okay.
I'm cool.
All right, let's see here.
What did I do? There we go.
I'm cool.
All right, y'all ready to talk some Hot Toys?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's also this. I touched on it a little bit last week, but I'm still thinking about it because there's a lot of thoughts about this particular release. How do we feel about an updated version of Amazing Spider-Man?
So let you start.
So here's the thing, like, because I was literally one of the most anticipated figures for me last year was the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man 2 figure, right?
Mhm.
So I got it. I wanted it. I knew because I missed out on it the first time. But I'm thought that they were, I figured just by looking at the pictures, there would be vast improvements on it. They would, it would have. I got it in hand, and it became one of my most hated figures of that time, because the body, the articulation, the head sculpt, and the simple fact that you couldn't move the neck. It's like he's looking down the entire time, like you can't move his head at all. And I'm like, this is a bummer because I really wanted it. Seeing this and a vast improvement on the head sculpt, and it looks like it articulates well. It comes with the diorama base that you can get, and this is mainly from the first film. Now I know there was a lot of people that were talking about it, and some people wanted it, some people said they're going to pass on it. But again, this is just like we talked about before. This is a 2.0. You know what I mean? I didn't have this version, so for someone like me, it's a chance to get it. Now I haven't pre-ordered it yet, and it's crazy that because I think if you go to Sideshow, there's 3 SKUs.
I think there's 4.
4 is it might be 4 SKUs.
Yeah.
It is.
Special,
Oh wow.
deluxe.
And I'm trying to think, like, why 4 SKUs though? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would you have 4 SKUs? Like, what is the point? Like, what am I missing? Am I missing something? Because you get the collector's edition, special edition, deluxe version, and the deluxe version exclusive. So I know the exclusive is going to come with something, but why all of these SKUs?
Didn't they do this also for the Darth Vader, the recent one with the battle damage? I think it was 4 also.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
that sounds correct.
It's I don't know. I mean, I guess the collector is just a standard figure.
Mm-hmm.
The special edition has like the camera flash, I think. And then the special edition, or no, deluxe version has like the larger base, and then deluxe version has the larger base and the camera flash. So yeah, kind of strange, but
yeah, I don't know. What are you erring on the side of actually picking this piece up, or?
Well, I did get the last one, the re-release from earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I never opened it. It's still in the box and everything. So, I mean, I may just part with that and back this one instead.
Yeah.
I mean, the proportions look better.
Yeah, it's way better on this
photo.
one. Yeah,
I think they have a comparison photo in here of the 2.
That they do with the 2.0 and the I think it's there it is. There it is right there. And you think it's vast different.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like I said, I'm thinking about picking this one up because there's definitely a height difference between him, Tom Holland and Tobey Maguire, because he's taller than, you know what I mean? So you wanted to see that, you know what I mean? So again, I'm still thinking about it. I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I'm still thinking about it.
It's a pass for me.
You mean that the stare isn't doing it for you?
I mean, I love Andrew Garfield. Don't get me wrong, and he's not. I mean, Tom Holland's my favorite of the Spider-Mans, but I don't dislike him as Spider-Man. I like him as Spider-Man. I just I don't need it, so I'm passing.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like you just don't have a connection to it.
Yeah, I just don't have a connection to it specifically, so I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next.
Yeah.
I'm very happy it's being made because I know a lot of people want it. But I don't need it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it was interesting because it was when it dropped or when they revealed it, people were like, why? Like, there were people that were asking as to why this was a release. Like, why did they do this? Like, what was the point? Because I remember, like, this was revealed, the Samurai Predator was revealed, and also the battle damaged T-800 was revealed as well. And this, got drowned out in the smoke of the other two, because that's what everybody was really focused on. When this dropped, or when this was revealed, it was just like, okay, is there a timing issue? Like, is there like, is this a good time to really reveal this, considering the simple fact that, again, we're in and out of that Spider-Man phase. Like, are you Spider-Man'd out? Just like a lot of people are saying, are they Iron Man'd out? You never know. But because of the simple fact that the T-800 battle damage and the Samurai Predator was something that was different, even though they're 2.0s, but it was still focused on something that was completely divorced from Star Wars and Marvel. That's what they were looking at. So, you know what I mean? So this, it kind of just, it was there, but it wasn't something that really drew a lot of attention. But if you're a Spider-Man fan, and if you wanted a better Andrew Garfield version, I think this is it. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Especially compared to the disappointment of the No Way Home line with this version. So
for sure.
Yeah, it's interesting also, like whatever's going on with like the licensing of being able to do like an updated version of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned the T-800, so let's go. I want to pull that up.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, this is really cool. Like I have a few Terminator figures from like NECA, but I've never done like a 6-scale Terminator. But I don't know. I look at this and it's like kind of tempting.
It is. And here's the thing, like it's like I saw it at first, I was like, nah. But then I talked to Toya, she was like, it's classic. And I was like, yeah.
It's very classic.
It's classic. It's it's definitely vintage for us. But then also, which kind of pushed me over the edge, was we're getting the clean version as well, and the T-1000. So I was like, oh, I can't. There's no way I'm going to be able to just pass up, because again, it's nostalgic. And I was like, yeah, got to do it. You know what I mean? And there's definite improvements on that sculpt, and the accessories. It looks really good. And now I'm just hoping that, my hope is that if they're doing this, please give us Sarah Connor. Come on. Give us Sarah Connor. Just cool. Come on, please.
Please give us Sarah Connor.
Main character. Come on, let's go.
Give us Sarah Connor.
Give us Sarah Connor. Stop playing. Like, don't.
That would be awesome.
That would be incredible. Like,
oh my God. I would be allowed to get her, because 80s like action female heroes is on my list. So like she could go with Ripley.
Oh,
done.
And they got to give us a 2.0 version of Ripley. Ellen Ripley.
Yeah, we need another
power
Ripley.
Loader. Yeah, they need to do both.
Yeah.
From Aliens 1 and 2. Yeah, definitely need that. That's a definite. Stop playing. If they don't, if you do it artisan, that's even better. But just make sure you do it right. So, yeah, I love this.
Yeah, base is really cool. I'm always like kind of torn and conflicted with deluxe bases, because a lot of the time, they do take up a lot of space. Like I think the biggest offender for me was like the Darth Maul, like deluxe, the last one they did. There's this huge base that takes up like the whole, whole like shelf and a detox. So it's like, I don't know. I don't mind them. I do wish that some of these deluxes came with also like an alternate, just like a simple base that you could use instead.
Yeah. Especially if a deluxe, it should come with 2 bases, just like an alternate, just in case. Because not a lot of people actually use, because I know for me, I don't use a lot of the diorama bases. That's the same with the Catwoman that was released, from, Dark Knight Rises. I don't use that base. I had no plans on using it. You know what I mean? I'm not, you know what I mean? I don't really use a lot of the bases unless there's a reason to. Like this would probably give me a reason to use it, because I love the LED light up feature for it. It looks good.
It does.
It definitely looks good.
Yeah, cool stuff.
Oh, look at that! Come on, man.
Yeah. It's really good. And the non battle damage version, it looks like that hasn't gone up for pre-order yet. Is that correct?
Nope, it's just RSVP right now. Like that, the T-1000, they're both RSVP, so it's just like a wait type of situation. So we'll probably get word on it soon, pretty soon. You know, Hot Toys likes to steal Christmas from everybody. So They do. They like to steal Christmas. Every around Christmas, they just start uploading everything and offloading everything. They do it all the time. So, yep, they're like, nah, no Christmas for you guys. We don't care. We don't care. Give me the money. We want all the money. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, they get it. So,
hey, you put out that product, you got my money. You already know. So.
Yeah. Well, cool. So we have one more hot toy to look at. This was a big deal last week. And I know the launch was very interesting. So, we would be remiss if we didn't cover it a little bit. So like, I was watching your stream while this was going up. I had the day off. So I had that playing and I was like I had 3 devices going and I was like, I didn't want to miss it.
Yeah.
But the whole launch of it, the whole way that it worked out was just very, very strange.
You know what? I can say this because I don't work for him, so it don't really matter. Things were a lot smoother when a certain individual used to work for the company. So I'll just say that. Things used to run a lot smoother back in those days when that was the golden age of collecting, when that was the only reason why I watched the live streams, because a certain individuals on there. I was like, yeah, that person right there is the face. Yeah, the way they basically did this, because it was weird because first of all, the SMS option is completely out the door, because they send out the SMS that it was available 15 minutes after the figure went live. So that was kind of dumb. That was the dumbest thing in the world. Then what you did was you waited till, like, normally there's a queue. The queue goes up like 15 minutes before, right? That didn't happen. At 1 o'clock on the nose, you had to keep refreshing and then the queue was up. You get in the queue and it keeps dropping out. Like, once you're in it, like, you keep getting that error message. So I'm gonna tell you what they did to me live. They did this to me live, right? I pre-ordered the figure, or actually it was in my cart. After I got kicked out, I noticed it was in my cart. So I go in the cart and I'm like, look, I can't risk it. Let me just hit pre-order because I wanted it. Just let me just do it. Come to find out that when it was in the cart, all the boxes were selected. The box that says you can pay the full amount was selected. And I didn't look because I'm like, look, I'm just trying to get it out because it's going to error message. They took the full amount from me. So live, if you were watching, Victoria, I called them live during the show to let them know, oh no, I just wanted to pre-order. That's all I wanted. I didn't want to take the full amount, so there's a glitch. Now, mind you, they did refund the money. They did actually refund the total amount, and I just added the pre-order. But it was just the way they did it. It was not good for a lot of people out there. They were complaining because the thing is, for a while, their pre-order system was working fine. It was doing good. I guess it had its on and off days. But for this, it was really strange the way they did it. And I'm like, it made absolutely, because remember, a couple days prior, they had put up the pre-order for the Death Trooper from Ahsoka, the zombified version. Now, those, when they put it up, again, same thing. They didn't do it as a queue system. They just put it up. So, but when you went in, it was easy to kind of get in and get it. You were fine. But for this, we knew it was going to be issues. And that's exactly what happened. But there was no explanation as to why they did it. So I got it, but it just, that day took the fun out of what we were trying to accomplish at that particular time. Like, it was, the system was just not good. Did you manage to get it, Victoria?
Yep. I lucked out.
Yeah.
I mean, it was weird, the whole thing. Like you're saying, usually there's a queue system for these artisans that's in place. It starts like 15, 20 minutes beforehand. And you just wait in the queue. And then, if you get lucky enough to get selected or however it's figured out, then you get into purchase. And, I've had frustrating things like with the Loki earlier this year. Like, I was able to put in my card, but then I couldn't check out, and it didn't work out that time. But this time it did work out. Thankfully, I was able to secure pre-order. But the queue did go up, but it took like 15 minutes until they finally did put the queue up for people that were coming to the site later, which was really strange. So I sort of feel like maybe they intended to do that all along, but for whatever reason, they didn't like press the button, so to speak. And then everybody was just directed straight to the page.
Yeah.
And then when people started trying to like pre-order as soon as it went up, it just slowed everything down. So that's why, maybe partly why it was hard to get connect to the site and check out.
I don't know. It could have been that way. I don't know what the intentions were. I just know that it was poorly handled, because the thing is, they were the ones who put up a post, even with the pre-order at RSVP, that, okay, it's going to be at this particular time. Yeah. So you knew it was going to be at that time. So why wasn't it set at that moment? You know what I mean? Because it was a fiasco. It was terrible. Like, you heard, I was looking at people in the chat, same thing. It's like, oh, come on, like, what is going on? Like, it was really nuts. But I just know it would have been smoother back in 2016, 2017, 2018. I know it'd have been better. Things would have been better then.
Yes.
Yeah, would have been.
Yeah, strange, but fortunately, at the end of the day, it's one of those that I was able to secure. So
yeah, definitely. I wanted, and here's the thing, like, I wanted it, even though, like I said, there was there's certain things, minor little issues with it, because, like I said, I'm like, yo, there were more sculpts for this version than just her mouth being open the entire time. They did us. It was the same way with the Suicide Squad first movie, the first film. That sculpt was the same thing, and I was like, you can only pose her one way because the eyes were turned a certain way, so you had to whatever. I have the Birds of Prey version, the one with the overalls, the gold overalls. I like that one, but I knew this one. I was like, okay, but I was anticipating them when they made the announcement. I was like, okay, please give us the red dress, and they didn't. And I was like, okay, well, they're giving us this, and it was only on screen for like all of 5 minutes if you looked at it. But still, I got it. But it was just the whole process. I was like, I never want to do a queue system again.
Yeah,
I never do.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm just like, because I did the queue system for like the 000 and BD1. Like the queue system has worked before, so I don't understand like what happened here. But I didn't try for this figure because I just knew that. I don't know why I had this like inclination that I was like, well, I'm just not going to be able to get it. So I just like didn't try.
Yeah.
And then I saw everything that was happening with it from all the collectors that I'm friends with and was like, Jesus, what happened?
It was not
because normally the queue system was okay. Like I've done their queue system and it's okay. It's fine. It works like, because also the Disney store does queue systems also. And that works out most of the time. Like, I don't know how they really work, but like the only thing that's ever happened to me with Disney store queue system is it times out sometimes, which is really annoying. And then you have to restart it. But like, and like Star Wars Celebration does it for tickets.
Yeah. Which was crazy this year because I had my boy Spice running. Like he had the queue open because I don't know how he has this back door or whatever. Because I was in the queue and I probably wouldn't have actually gotten Star Wars Celebration tickets if it wasn't for him. Because he was in there. He was like, look, just send me your money. I'll do it myself. I got him.
I got super lucky in that queue system. I got in like 2 minutes after they dropped.
See?
I don't know how it happened, but like I was in there and I was like texting 2 of my friends being like, look, I'm in. Just send me the money. What do you need?
Yeah. I got in, but and I was there. I was in the very beginning, but it just didn't work. And I was like, you know what? And then Sean, he got in, I was like, all right, cool. That's
my boyfriend had something like his wait time was an estimated like 2 hours. And I was like, no, babe, get out of there. I got in seriously. It was like 2.5 minutes after they dropped.
Yeah. I
got real lucky.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like for that, something like Star Wars Celebration, Disney. Okay, that's a bit more understanding. But for 6 scale figure. Like,
Yeah.
that's the only thing. And you make it an exclusive artisan version. And if you're trying to compete with your competition, such as InArt, with them, there's no queue system. You can pre-order, but you just have a certain amount of time or a certain amount of days to do it before whatever, which gives you time to think about it. If you want to do it, do it. So I don't know why, these exclusive 3,000 pieces or exclusive. I don't know, unless it's just one of those situations where, Sideshow, because they are sitting on dead stock. They still have figures that they can't get rid of if they try to. You know what I mean? So maybe it's one of those things where they have this exclusive deal with them. Like, look, we want only but so many. We're going to do a queue system. We want the exclusive rights. This, that, and the third. I don't know. I have no idea, but they just need to do better with that queue, because a lot of people were upset about it. Like, really. Because the thing is, when I went in to get Black Widow, I was determined to get that figure. Got it. I was fine. Same thing with Jack Sparrow. Got it. I was fine. Same thing with Loki. Got it.
Yeah.
Was completely fine. Luke, got it. Was completely fine. You know what I mean? There's been like, errors and every now and then with certain figures, but this one I can honestly say was the worst. It was the worst. So,
yeah, it was pretty brutal.
Yeah,
too bad.
Hopefully, I would say hopefully these are lessons learned for next time, but who knows?
Yeah.
The figure itself, I've watched some of your streams, Lyle, where like it looks like a pretty good figure, but there's some questionable aspects of it.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned, like the open mouth, there not being an alternate head portrait included, and just something being a little bit ever so slightly like off. That's hard to pinpoint.
Yeah, it's the thing is, because I looked at it, and then I looked at it, the live action version of it, and if you look at the eyes, there's not enough, like especially the pink at the very top, because there's very little, and it's I don't know why they chose that route. Now they got time to improve it, but yeah, it was just maybe and maybe with the purrs being that you can now turn the eyes a certain way, you can get the angle that would mostly capture her, but. Yeah, it was just something that was off, but yeah, Charlie Unicorn said the makeup. It could be the makeup. It could be the way they actually have the makeup on here. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I just hopefully when it comes to from prototype to production that they make those changes. They make those modifications. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, no, I do agree. I think there's something with the makeup that's a little off, and if you look at like the promo images from the film, like she does have a little more. She's a little heavier on the makeup, so maybe that's just needs to be a little more added there. Yeah, but. The only other one that I have is of Harley is the Suicide Squad version, the very first one they did, and I've always really loved that figure. She's pretty.
Yeah.
But I really loved this outfit too, so I wanted to make sure I was able to try and secure
to get this one. Yeah, it definitely looks good. Like at first I was like, but why this one? Because at first when they made the announcement that they were going to do a Harley, I thought sure that it was going to be the Lady Gaga version from the film. I was like, okay, maybe they'll do that as an artisan, but they didn't. They did this, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I did like the suit, and it is more, closely related, almost comic accurate. So I was like, all right, then I'll get this one. But as soon as I saw that exclusive, I was like, oh, damn, here we go.
Good old exclusives.
And
the price is a little high, $425, considering you're not getting like a ton of stuff here.
No,
it just feels a little.
You're getting more with Black Widow, and I think that one was like $385 or $399 or something like that. So it was definitely cheaper. You had the magnetic base for that, and I was like, okay, and that definitely looks better. You know what I mean? I mean, the price is better for that one, but this one there's no, the base is typical. The accessories, is what you would normally get, but I'm like, I don't know.
Right. I think even Wonder Woman was similar in price, wasn't she? The one that they did last year.
She came with way more. WB 100, yeah. She came with way more. An amazing looking base. Yeah.
Yeah, that was another frustrating one, but I won't, we won't go back in time that far.
I didn't even get that one through them. I got it from Ray at Hawkwarts Toys. He managed to find me one, and I got it from him. So yeah, because that was crazy too. Again, it was the Q system, and on top of that, the RSV or the notification, SMS notification came out 15 minutes after the figure was released.
That's so frustrating. I missed it too. I had to get it through other means, and then later last year I went to Japan, and then I saw it at Toy Sapiens in stock at MSRP, and I was like, well, shoot, I already I did pay a little bit to get it, but then I was like, well, you got to travel with it and all that because it's a huge box. So
yeah, it is a big box.
Yeah, it wasn't the end of the world, but yeah. Anyway, there's a big thing happening this coming week, a really, really big thing happening this coming week. And I know you have a special guest on your show on October 17th. Lael, do you want to talk about that for a second?
Yes. So there is, of course, everybody who knows this week is going to be the exclusive pre-order for the Jazz Inc Catwoman, Selena Kyle from Batman Returns. It goes up at 11 o'clock Eastern. We're going to have the show, and Yost will be on the show live that day. So we'll be going earlier in the morning, and anybody who has questions, he'll basically give you the lowdown, everything that's going to be in the box. Because you're going to have I think you have like 4 different SKUs on this one, which is the exclusive. The exclusive comes with the diorama base, of course. And you get 6 head sculpts with that one. So, it's going to be interchangeable. There's going to be a lot going on that day, but it's going to be at 11 o'clock Eastern time on Thursday morning. And it's going to be big. It's going to be huge because, like I said, he's tackling this, something that, has definitely been, on his wish list, something that it's been his baby. He's been working on this and he's so excited about it. He's worked diligently to make sure that the head sculpt was on point. That there was detail, there was the expressions were there. The tailoring as far as the suit, he wanted to make sure that was on point. So it is going to be an exciting time. I cannot wait for this drop. I'm upset at the simple fact that you can't, especially if you're in the North American market, you can't get it through him personally. You have to get it through either Kit or Spec Fiction. So you can only pre-order it through those two. People who are basically in Europe, they can actually order it through him. But I'm still excited. I'm definitely excited about this, and I can't wait. This is the most anticipated figure for me. Like, I have to have this.
She's gorgeous. She's like, it's perfect. It's perfect. There's no notes.
It's a perfect piece. It is the Catwoman to have, and I'm so excited about it. And he is, and I talked to him about it because originally it was supposed to release, so the pre-order was going to go up on the 4th. But he had to push it out, for particular reasons as well. So yeah, it's definitely going to be exciting. I'm excited about it. I cannot wait to talk to him. People who have questions, you can definitely ask him those questions live on the show. And it's going to be exciting. I cannot wait.
Yeah. I am stoked for this. I have somewhere I need to be at the time that it launches, but I'm going to make every effort possible to secure an order because I cannot miss this. Like this is like a dream figure, like to me. And I'll happily, if I had to, I'll happily like forego other pre-orders that I have, like Hot Toys pre-orders, to get this because this is a dream figure. Like, and it's going to be a grail, and it's absolutely gorgeous from what we've seen so far. I am very, very excited. I'm also a little bit nervous, but from what I've gathered, it shouldn't be too difficult of a process if you really want her.
No, because it's not like it's going to be a queue system. It's not like you have to. No, you can pre-order it through. I'm going to go through Kit, Nothing against spec, but right now I'm still waiting on my all-in set from InArt from them. You know what I mean? So that's already enough of a headache. So I'm going to go through Kit. You know, I could secure it through him. I think it would be 10 times better to do anyway. This is have you seen this, Susan? Have you seen everything with this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been following this figure very closely.
Yeah.
I love everything about this figure. She's perfect.
Yeah. It's perfection, like you said.
Yeah, I'm so excited you actually have him on your show, like answering questions. That's incredible. Like, congratulations, man.
Yeah, because we did it, you know, his concept for it, because again, like it's the beautiful part about it is this is, you know, he's doing Poison Ivy as well.
Oh,
you know
perfect.
what I mean? Yeah, he's doing Poison Ivy. You know, he's going back. He's trying to do everything that he can do to put these pieces out. And, you know, it is a passion project for him. This has definitely been a passion.
You can see it though, because this is like, you can see that it's a fan making it, because there's like a different type of love that a fan puts into a piece.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then when he basically let us know that the hair will be rooted, I was like, yeah, all in. Like these pictures, yeah, I cannot wait. I can not wait. It looks incredible. It's an incredible piece. It's Michelle Pfeiffer. Come on. No brainer. Like no brainer. There's definitely no brainer. So yeah, I'm excited about it. And it's going to be an incredible event, you know. And here's the thing, like people have to understand, and like, cause it was a big, you know, there were issues, you know, when we, you know, I was amongst the individuals who got the test batch for the Batmobile. And, you know, we did go through a lot with that, you know, as a content creator and stuff like that. And there were people that thought I got it for free. I'm like, I had to go as far as put my receipt up on my page just to show people that I paid for that. You know what I mean?
Oh, God.
It was crazy. It was insane. It was like just such a whatever. But with this, it's going to definitely be different. It's going to be done differently. There's no test batch for it. You know, we'll get it just like everybody else and we'll review it. You know what I mean? And look at this, man. Come on. Look at this.
Stunning.
Look at this. Deluxe, you get the bat. So with the deluxe, you get the battle damaged and the regular version. And you get the head sculpts with it, with the diorama base. Come on, man. Let's go. Look at that. It's a beautiful piece.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful piece. I cannot wait.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the deluxe because I really want the diorama.
Yeah.
You have to. You almost have to, because that diorama, come on.
Yeah.
Hell, you have to have it. You have to have it. Like it's gonna look so good and so nice. You know what I mean? Like it's a must. It's a must. Has a little cat diorama. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah,
So
cool.
it definitely is a must to have. So I'm really excited about it.
Oh man.
Look at that. Now these here again, because the body, now mind you, it is going to body more. The body itself is custom. It's going to be custom specifically to her likeness. So they're going to basically make sure that body is on point. You know, it's going to be her. So they're making sure like the anatomy, everything, like the aesthetics is her. So I cannot wait.
It looks so good.
So she's just so perfect.
It does.
And imagine how well this full diorama is going to go with your Prince float from the 1989.
You know, yeah.
No, for real. This is going to be amazing. This whole diorama. Look at that. Look at that.
It's phenomenal. Like it is it's a phenomenal piece. Hell there. Come on. It's hell here. This This is everything. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful piece. You know what I mean? Even next to the Batmobile. Oh my God, I cannot wait.
Yeah.
It's definitely a must have.
Yeah, and I really appreciate, when he said that this diorama base is intended to fit inside like a DTOF perfectly. Like, thank you. Like that's like for me, that's like a really important thing, because I hate when the bases are like an inch too tall, or just you see this a lot with like Hot Toys. Like there's just something like where it just doesn't work. But like the fact that this was designed to fit into a DTOF is just like huge.
He made sure, because the biggest thing for him was, he said he wanted to measure it. He wanted it to be measured specifically for the DTOF in a display, because he didn't want something that was going to take up way too much space. He wanted to have it, symmetrically perfect for anybody, especially if you wanted to have Batman and her in the same space. So I was
that's
like,
awesome.
Yeah. This looks good. It's so beautiful. Cannot wait. And he's putting a lot of time and effort behind it, with transparency and asking. And I think he's done an incredible job. So yeah, it's going to be incredible. I can't wait. I cannot wait for this.
It's a dream come true. It really is.
And it just opens the door for more.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, that's very exciting prospect as well. Just imagining, like you mentioned, Poison Ivy, but like what else? What else can they do, right? I mean, there's several versions of Batman, but like this is what captures me the most, is like stuff that really hits me in like the very like personal, private, like nostalgia that that era, late 80s, early 90s. Like Tim Burton. Like, I mean, that was like probably like one of the best times for me, like as a kid. So.
Yeah. He was even talking about, he's thinking about doing a Vicky Vale.
What?
Yeah. He's thinking about doing a Vicky Vale. He said it's something that's basically he's thinking about doing that.
That'd be cool.
He's doing the Poison Ivy. He's also doing the Catwoman from the Batman. He's thinking about doing because he showed us the rendering for it. So I was like, oh, okay. That would be incredible.
He's doing a Zoe Catwoman?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Okay.
He's doing a Zoe Kravitz. He's definitely doing a Zoe Kravitz.
Okay.
I was like, you got my money.
Yeah, I was going to say, you definitely have my money for the Zoe Kravitz. Yep. I mean, he has my money for this too, but like, he has my money for also Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah. He's doing a Zoe. And that's the thing is like, I remember asking John about it, and he was like, it wasn't something that they planned. And I'm like, wait a minute, but the cat and the Bat and the Cat were like the major marketing scheme for like, well, come on, what?
Also, come on, like they were hot in that movie.
Yeah,
they were so hot together in that movie. Like
the chemistry was incredible.
Was incredible. They were so good together in that movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it fits. When you think of this, like, for instance, this Catwoman, you think about this, and her chemistry with Michael Keaton was flawless. It was flawless. It was believable, and they just pulled it off so well.
Off. Oh
but that was the same with Pattinson and Zoe.
And Zoe, oh my God, those rooftop scenes were like, oh my God, like Zoe.
Yeah, perfect.
So good.
And I'm like, why didn't you do it? But
and you guys like. Anne Hathaway and Bale were fine. They weren't either of those other pairings though.
Nah. I always felt as though those two didn't get, even in Dark Knight Rises, it didn't, there was no time to flesh that story out, because it just seemed,
because there was too much there was so much going on in that movie that they chose to flesh out Bane more than they chose to flesh out her.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. And you see him,
oh my God, Zoe.
Incredible. So when he said that, I was like, yeah, take it. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. So.
Yeah. Batman Returns, like that scene when they're at like the at the ball, at the party, and like they're dancing, like
like that is the most.
Oh my God.
You did, because it was such a tragic love story, and he was willing to give it all for her. You know what I mean? And even when she was sitting there in her mind dealing with just the crazy insanity, but the sadness and the anger, and you seen the tears when she pulls, I was like, yo, that scene right there was phenomenal.
Yeah.
That was phenomenal. That's top tier. So this look, I'm so glad I've been a part of this ride with him since this, and I was like, let's do it. And I told him, I said live, I will pay this off live.
Mm-hmm.
But that was before, they came out and said that it's not something that, we can't buy it directly through him.
Mm.
And I was like, that is sour for real.
Yeah, it's frustrating. But from what I understand, if I've read the room in previous streams he's been on properly, like that may not be the case a year from now. But
he said that he's not going to continue to play Mr. Nice Guy with stuff like this. If they continue to block him from doing it, he's not gonna continue. Like if they keep doing stuff like that, he's just gonna he's not gonna. And I'm like, that's terrible. It's terrible that he has to go through it. Like, I'm just like, it's a shame, but it is what it is.
Yep. Well, I'll be tuned into that stream on the 17th, and I'll be ready to commit myself to this piece. And is it, just asking for a friend here, is it possible to marry an action figure?
He said, is it possible to marry an action figure?
Yeah.
I think it is. I think somebody has done that before.
I'm pretty sure people have done that before. I'm pretty sure that's been a thing on the internet. I know that the girl who married herself during the pandemic divorced herself this past year.
Right.
Which I was like, that's not a good sign.
Not a good sign at all.
Wasn't there, wait a minute. Wasn't there a woman who married the Eiffel Tower?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah. Like she literally married the Eiffel Tower.
I know there's someone who married their dog, which I was like, pretty sure you're not supposed to do that, but
yeah. What Charlie is, a Japanese guy married an AI robot.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's right. A Japanese guy married an AI robot.
Get out. For real?
Yeah.
What? Wow. Okay. I mean, that's your answer. Yes.
Yeah. So then, yes, you can marry a figure. If some guy married an AI robot, you can absolutely marry a figure.
You can marry an action figure. You can.
Good to know. Just
because
good to know.
I'm pretty sure the person who married him probably thought it was real.
Oh, that's upsetting.
Right? They probably thought it was real. Like,
oh my god.
Yeah.
Because also, if you think about what the AI robots look like in Japan, they look real too. They look like a person.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Can you imagine just be that person that's walked away and they find out that it was Amber? Like, wait a minute, I did that?
Yeah.
I married them?
Like my name's on that legal paperwork.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine how many people would want to do the same thing? Who's going to look him up specifically?
Yeah. Now you set the precedent.
You can't deny it now.
Yeah. Oh no. But also, like, maybe good for business if like you get paid. Like, hey, fine. You want to marry a robot? I'm the guy who does it.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. I'm that person, and it's not illegal.
Yeah.
It's not. You can do it if they want to do it. Hey, you have the license. If the license there for it, why not?
Mm-hmm.
The dogs and say, "Can I marry the heir?"
Dude, look at this. I mean,
yo,
why not? If the girl, like I said, the girl who married herself during the pandemic is now legally divorcing herself. Don't know how that works. It's happening too. This world is crazy.
Adam said, "You have my blessings." Like literally, how could you? Is it illegal?
No, apparently not. She married herself and then divorced, and now is divorcing herself. I don't know how you do that.
How do you keep a straight face when you do that for a person?
I don't know. I don't know if you're like, if you're her, like in her family, and you're like, hey, this is my sister. She married herself. Like,
how do you explain that though?
Yeah.
How do you
Like, why did, yeah, like, I don't know how I would stand by that as a person.
Yeah.
Like, this is my best friend. Oh, oh, is she single? She's married to herself.
like
Legally.
legally married to herself?
Legally
So I'm
married
going on a
herself.
honeymoon with me.
Yeah.
Just me. I'm going on a honeymoon with myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. People
It's
are
very
crazy.
interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you
We've
claim?
covered a lot of ground here in this show.
That is one way to put it.
If you'd asked me, I'd have told you. If you've been like, okay, Lael, Susan's going to be on. I'd be like, wait, okay, so listen, I have to tell you a few. I got to tell you, just be prepared. You'll get a lot of cardio. Trust me, you will. A lot of cardio. Just be
Susan
prepared.
is a chaos demon
For the randomness.
that is disguised as a human person.
For the randomness. It's you at least you would have been prepared.
Yeah.
You'll know next time.
Yeah.
Oh, Susan.
I think
Go ahead. What do you say? Victoria hasn't seen.
Just that I think I have. I think I may have even been on some that have gone pretty wild.
Oh my God, Charlie, come, bro. Tell them.
Lael streams get insane.
Tell them we have so much
Insane.
fun. It goes off the rail, and I'm just like, and I try to bring it back, but I forget the people that I have on the show, and I'm like,
you can't. Okay. With the people you bring on the show, you can't bring them back. You can't bring them back.
You can't reel them back in.
Who are you bringing back? They're already gone. They're so far gone. Like, who are you bringing back?
You can't reel them back. Like, you just gotta let it go. Like, let it go. But I think it makes for interesting conversation. But at the same time, it lets you know that people are real and they just like to have fun, and it's a space, and I welcome it. I don't shy away from it because it's fun.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely fun.
And by the way, there are other live streams that do the structured thing.
Yeah.
So like having a conversation with friends is like that's what this is about. Like there are different live streams that are like, okay, now we're going to do a very structured live stream about these exact things. Like those are those serve a completely different purpose and have completely different types of hosts, and that's also a wonderful, great thing to have on, like, for the collector community. We need that because there's also streams that go completely off the rails.
Yes, I'll be the Howard Stern of late night. I'll do that, and I'll embrace it because I can't. I'm an unstructured person. Like I like that. I'll stay on. So what I do is I like to get the topics out in the very beginning because I know where it's going to go. I know where it's going to end up. So if we get that out, then it's, the rails are overrated. Adam said.
For real. Yes. But there are streams that do like collector news, and that's what they do, and they're very structured. Yes. And those are great for information that you want quick fire information. They're great. That's not the same as this.
No. I'm telling you, Victoria, watch your watch time. Watch. People are going to come back. People in the chat are probably like, look, bro, when you get off work, watch Victoria's show tonight. Trust me, you want to do it. Watch. People are probably sitting back with their wives at home. It's like, look what I stumbled across. Let's watch this. This is fun. This is what we have wanted. This is our Friday night. I'm telling you, watch.
Yeah.
And I know what Charlie the Unicorn is going to do. He's going to tell all my followers, everybody out there, yo, Lael was on Victoria's channel. Look what he did. I can tell you. Watch. It's going to happen. It's fun, though. And plus, you can't put me on the same show with Susan.
You can't put us on the same.
You cannot put us on the same show.
As soon as I saw the graphic that showed us on the same show, I was like, I hope she doesn't have topics, or I hope she doesn't want us to like follow any sort of structure, because like we don't know how to do that.
You can't
together.
Like, when I say this is a true brother and sister type of,
we are siblings. Like we definitely were siblings in another life.
Yeah.
And have that same, we carried that relationship into this one. We don't know how to behave. We can't be seated. We can't be seated together in class.
No, at all.
As soon as I saw it was him, I was like, oh, well, usually
detention.
she has a nice little discussion show. I wonder how that's going to go with me and Lael on the same
instant
show.
Detention. We are instant
detention.
Yep.
Instant detention.
Victoria's going to be like, okay, I know next time.
She's like, next time I have Susan, I'll put someone like Jason on who can behave. Yeah. Like, next time I have Lael.
Yeah, you can't. It's not gonna work.
Oh man,
it's not an actual sabotage. It's just that we can't help ourselves.
We don't know how to, like, we just don't know how. Like, Miguel tried to Miguel tried to ambush me on his show with having Lael come in, and it was so funny because it like backfired on him really badly.
It's not gonna work. It's not going to go the way you think.
He's like, just so you know, I have a surprise for you. Like, I was like, okay. And then when it was Lael, I was like, oh, this is a surprise for you, not
exactly.
Us.
Didn't see it come. Victoria, you didn't know. You had no idea. You were completely caught off guard.
Because he wasn't at San Diego when we hung out with Victoria.
No.
So you didn't know.
The float. You didn't see that coming.
I'm totally like game for it though. I mean, like,
I know.
Yeah, I always tell when I start this show, sometimes I always say we're live. You never know what's going to happen.
Man,
anything can happen when you're live, and we've had some weird things happen when I'm live. I mean, I'm here for it. Like wherever it goes,
I'm telling you,
sign me up.
I'm telling you. What I was going to say though, until we know, there's one character that I want you to cosplay, Sue. I need you to do this.
Okay.
We don't know where she's going yet, but as soon as I find out where she's going at the end of the season, I want you to play this character.
Who?
Aubrey Plaza's character off of.
No way.
I need you to play.
God, of course you would say that. Of course you would say that.
I need you to do it. I need you to do it. Y'all are so much alike. It's pathetic. You are her. I swear to God,
you're
both
like
of y'all.
You're like not even the first person to tell me that.
And Agatha, I swear to God, you both are. If they release the figure, they might just have the name Susan.
Oh my God. By the way, I find that to be like the best compliment ever. So thank you. But also, like, you are not the first person to tell me that, which I'm like, great, cool. That's the chaotic energy I bring to things, is that like Aubrey Plaza and Agatha.
Me and Toya were watching it. I was like, do you know who she reminds me of? And she was like, who? I pulled up the picture and I was like, she was okay.
Oh, and Toya's totally gonna agree like that.
like that.
Totally gonna agree.
Because Victoria, it's the randomness that they both have. Aubrey Plaza and Susan have the same random timing. It's the timing. They have the same personality. I was like, that's the person you need to play. I need you to.
Yeah, I can see it.
I love it. And it's also like, it's also this stuff. Like, I got told that all through Parks and Rec that I was April Ludgate, like, the whole time. And it's stuff like, like, you know, like, we're having a party, there'll be a murder. Like, like it's also going to be fun, but with murder. Like,
exactly. I'm telling you, you need to be real. That's who you need to be, because it's just perfect. It's perfect.
I'm here for it. I love the comparison. I welcome it because I think she's amazing. So yes, absolutely.
Sorry, I'm sorry, Victoria. I'm sorry. It's just
no need to be at all.
Also, by the way, when Harley was up right next to Victoria, now that we're talking to people that look alike, you look like Harley Quinn.
The hair, everything.
Like you.
I think she purposely pulled it up because she knew that's what we were thinking.
I was like, because you had that picture, because you two were talking about it for so long that I was like looking. I was like, Victoria would make such a good
Harley Quinn,
especially in Suicide Squad. She would look so perfect as Harley.
Now she think about it. Now you see, we got you think about it. Yeah, see,
coming up.
At least you would have better accuracy.
You would.
You would.
I hope so. I mean,
you would know. You would have all those little like things, like the little intricacies that would make her Harley.
Now watch your chat is going to continue to flood you with the idea. Now they want to see it. They don't know they want to see it, but now they want to see it.
Now they know they want to see it. Now they're going to be like, oh shit, that's
we planted that.
Yeah.
Yep,
yeah.
there.
And what about you, Leah? Who are you going to go as?
Me? I don't know. I have no idea. There's no one. I don't know. I have no idea. Probably is my dad. I guess. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think about. I don't know. I have no idea. There's nobody else I can think about. Nope. No idea.
It's the beard, because like you have such a lush beard and none of the characters have like these lush beards.
No.
Just like, yeah.
Look, Adam said Leo's also going as Harley. Yo, you know what that reminds me of? Jaimin Hansu in Shazam. Remember when Shazam was talking to Wonder Woman and he turned around and it was Jaimin Hansu as Wonder Woman? Don't do that to me, bro. Yo, he said, well, Lorena said you have a Saul Guerrero. Oh, Saul Guerrero.
Saul Guerrero. Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. I'd do that. I definitely would do that. I would do that.
That's a good one.
That would. Brins, what you mean, Jon Stewart, bro? What? Come on, Brins.
Jon Stewart doesn't have a beard. Oh, by the way, that casting. Oh, mwah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you disagree?
Yeah. No.
Okay, good. I was like, oh my God.
No, I don't.
When I saw
Rebel Ridge. So when I saw, because he was in Rebel Ridge, he was also in Old. He was also, there's been a couple of films that he's actually been in, but when I saw Rebel Ridge, I was like, yeah, he's Jon Stewart. He has to be Jon Stewart. And I was so excited when they made that announcement. I was like, yeah.
He's also beautiful. I would love to look at him.
He's an amazing actor. Like he can pull it off. And I'm so glad he's getting the shine.
Yeah, me too. I'm very, very happy. Oh, thank you. Got food delivered.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That would be incredible. You said your food's delivered?
My food was just delivered.
Okay. Well, we need to wrap them. So we can let you do that. Yeah, just really quick. Leia, do you have any new acquisitions you want to show and tell you want to talk about for a second?
Anything that I purchased or got? Well, I finally got my Anakin. My Anakin arrived. So my my Clone War, the Attack of the Clones Anakin arrived. So I just got that. And Batman to be here next week. On Batman, Keaton Batman it is. Will be here. And that's it so far. I think the last figure that I got before this one was She-Hulk. So She-Hulk came in, I got that. But yeah, it's just right now it's just randomly to see whatever's going to come next. I'm so glad it's slowed down because a lot of people are getting hit now with like pre-orders for Kane from John Wick, Obi-Wan from the Obi-Wan series. A lot of people are getting hit with that. There's a few figures out there that a lot of people are getting like these RSVPs for. These notifications for. So I'm just slowing down. I'm like, okay, when it comes, and I'll just wait it out. So
right on. And Susan, you said you didn't have anything new come in?
No, the last thing that came was Tom got the InArt Aragorn that showed up and he was chef's kiss. But then also, speaking of things coming out, I saw that Hot Toys released the final pictures of the BD1. So like I know I have BD on pre-order, so I'm gonna be getting him pretty soon.
Yeah, BD1 definitely, because I have
000.
Yeah, 000. So I have that. So BD1. Nice. Now all they need to do.
They need my girl.
Afra. You know what I was gonna say? That yes, that's who we need. They need to do it. If you're doing it and it's from the comics, then give it to us. You don't have. It doesn't have to necessarily be a likeness of anyone. Yeah. Just do it.
Yeah.
You don't release those two and not release her.
Yeah,
Right.
you need a Dr. Aphra. I mean, come on.
Yeah, come
Oh
on.
my God.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Mhm.
For me, I got one Black Series set. I got the Captain Enoch and Night Trooper.
That's a
I
good
don't buy a
one.
lot of Black Series, but I had some of the other Ahsoka ones, so I picked those up. I do have 2 6-scale things that came in. This one came in a couple of days ago, but I got the Mighty Thor.
Did you take it out the box yet?
I haven't yet. She's still in the plastic. I'm excited about it.
Love a Month got 2.
Yeah, I'm a little perturbed about it though too, because every now and then Sideshow will do this thing where they send it in like a different box.
Yeah.
And it won't have the Hot Toys shipper.
Yeah.
So that always worries me just a little bit.
Yeah. True.
But it is what it is, right? It's like there's like none in stock anyways to replace it with. And then this one just came in a little bit earlier this evening. I got him right here, the new Moff Gideon.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. This one I'm really excited about too.
That's a good one.
Hell yeah.
And that's it.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm losing my voice. I've been talking all day with too. So.
And then we just made it worse for you tonight.
Yeah, and I was like, and luckily we went on some tangents.
Sorry.
And just to call these out real quick, Lorena, thank you for sharing what you got this week. Breakfast Club detention, very nice.
Oh my God, that is what
that's us. If we would ever do a show together, that's what we would call it, right? Breakfast Club detention.
Call it Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club detention. Let's go. That would be crazy.
Next time I'll put that on the thumbnail.
Yeah,
yes.
Another episode of Breakfast Club detention. Let's go.
Yeah. Actually, anytime we're gonna appear together, Lael, we need to tell them that's our tagline for
Breakfast Club detention.
Breakfast Club detention.
That's what it is. Let's go. Done. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
How did you go to Disneyland and not buy anything? Tell me your secret. I have never been able to do that my entire life.
Yeah, what's up with that, Milky Way Skywalker? I don't get that as well. That's perplexing.
Yeah.
Especially when you got friends like mine, it would never happen. Nope.
Lorena, no pickups, but New York Comic Con next week. Yeah. So, and cosplaying as Duchess Satine. That's awesome.
Oh,
Duchess Satine. Oh my God. Post pictures. Post pictures.
Let me know if you're there, and I definitely want to take a picture with you. Please, if you're going as Duchess Satine.
Duchess Satine. Oh my God.
If you are going, please let me know where you are. Because yes, hell yeah, I cannot wait. That's going to be incredible.
Yeah, and Lael, send me that picture because I want to see.
I will. I definitely will.
Definitely. Mary got Mars Toys 1/6 Mr. J, Jack Nicholson Joker. Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good stuff. And Adam got the same set as me, but that's it. 6-scale holographic Molland Clone Wars CDS are shipping. Awesome.
Nice.
Very cool.
Sweet.
Very cool. Well, thank you guys and everybody that's been watching and hanging out with us and tolerating us. We really appreciate your patience. Thank you for doing that. Oh, there's the balloons. I was waiting for the balloons.
And I was like, and then I can do this.
We got the confetti. Yeah.
Nice.
We got what else we got? There we go.
Oh my God.
I didn't know that was a thing. What
if you hold your hands, if you do that, you get the whole. There you go. There you go. Yeah, you get.
I don't know.
Fireworks. You get that.
Wow.
It's crazy. Everything.
Fancy. I like it. Well, you guys, thank you so much for coming on tonight. It's been a blast having you. And I have.
If you ever want me back, I'll come back.
No, we'll have to do it. We'll absolutely have to. Yes, for sure. And maybe we can do it at Comic-Con Live next time. Who knows?
Oh my God, that'd be so fun. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I have your links down to your Instagrams and YouTube layout down in the description. But
yes,
just really quickly, Susan, where can everybody go to look you up online?
Blue Susan, right there, across the board.
Right
Perfect.
there. Right there.
And Lael, same thing, right?
Right here, same thing. You can find it there.
Awesome. And just to let everybody know, I will be off next week. I have family coming into town, so there's not going to be a social hour, but there may be a Cantina coffee hour on Saturday. I don't know yet. Okay. Either way, October 25th, 2 Fridays from now, Halloween special. all Halloween themed. Guests are being lined up at the moment. So we'll see who comes on, and there'll be some ghost stories. And I may just share some evidence of the afterlife. So that I've collected.
Let's go.
That's so cool.
Let's go. Hell yeah.
We'll see. We will see.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, thank the both of you, Susan and Leah, and the audience. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. No matter where you're tuning in from out in the galaxy, we appreciate you being here for Cantina Social Hour. Be well, be safe. May the Force be with you. And we will catch you in the next show. All right, panel, hang on for just a second. Everyone else, we'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you very much.